Hi, Lor Anne Casdia, Business and Marketing Strategist from LDC Strategies, here to give a testimonial for Carmela, Bella of Abella Home Staging and Redesign. But we are lucky today, even better. We have Carmela with us today. Hey, Carmela.
Hi, Lor Anne.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, hon?
I'm good. So let's talk about your business. What do you do, Bella? I call her Bella.
I know, that's okay. And I love that you call me Bella. I feel so unique in your eyes. I'm a home stager and an interior decorator. I combine the two together. So each one helps the other, I should say.
So what does that mean? What is a home stager for those people who've never done it?
Right. Well, home staging is like, you got to think of it like when you're selling your car. You detail your car, you got to detail your house. So you want to make sure you prep the house to make it look the absolute best that it can. So that when a buyer walks in, they're going to fall in love with the way the house looks and feels.
And they can visualize them staying in that house, right? It helps.
Yes, it definitely helps, especially when a house is vacant and there's no furniture. What happens is when the buyers walk in, there's no point of reference to look at, so they're going to wind up looking at all the structural issues or problems that the house may have. And so they find all the little problems, oh, this is that, and that doesn't look good. When you have furniture in the room, and not only detracts from that, mind you, I'm not saying that you can hide behind that, but it detracts from that, but it also gives them a wonderful look into how their lifestyle can be living in that home.
So Bella, with that, what are your best practices in home selling as it pertains to home staging? Do you wait? Do you do it right from the get-go? What's the best practices?
Okay, this is the number one most important thing. You really should stage your house before you put it on the market.
Why?
Because the first 2 weeks when you put your house on the market is when you're going to get all that traffic into your home. That's where it's a new listing. It's like anything else. Everybody wants to go see it. If your house is not ready, it's not going to show well. It's going to be what they consider an old listing. And after a while, it's really hard to get the real estate agents back in that house after you stage it. Not to say that it's still not a good idea to stage it. It's always a good idea to stage no matter what. But the best way to get the biggest bang for your buck is to stage before you list.
Understood. And there are carrying costs associated with listing and still holding and still holding.
So you figure this, every month that your house is sitting on the market, you still have to pay for the mortgage, you still have to pay for the taxes, you still have to have some heating in there, you have to have some electrical in there. So that carrying cost month after month after month after month really adds up quite a bit.
Do you stage homes that people are living in, or do you help them?
Yes, I do that. There's what they call occupied staging and vacant staging. Obviously, vacant staging is when there's no furniture in the house, and occupied is when there's people living in there. Usually with occupied staging, what I do is a consultation. So I guide them. I go from room to room and I tell them what they need to do, what they should keep, what they should eliminate. And sometimes I'm like that commercial. I pick things up and put things down because I'm moving things all over around the house. And so to give them an idea of what they need to do. And 99% of the time, the clients take all my suggestions and run with it. And it helps tremendously, tremendously.
So I'm not someone who needs staging right now. I have no plans on moving or anything like that. So who are your best referral clients? So who should I be speaking to of my friends and family?
Okay, well, the best referral clients for me, obviously, are real estate agents because they're always having an influx of inventory. So they would be the best referral clients for me. But believe it or not, so are hard lenders. Now, it's a little different than mortgage people because hard lenders tend to deal with investors and stuff like that. And investors,
like home flippers?
Yes, flippers, investors, right. They will spend a lot of money getting the house fixed up and all dusted up, building it and all that stuff. And then they don't leave any money in the budget for marketing, which is staging. So then the house sits on the market completely vacant.
With those holding costs.
Yes, and that's when I hear the desperation in their voice a month or so later going, I can't sell the house, I need it staged. If they had called me from the very beginning, chances are, very good chances are, they would have sold the house.
Tell us about that story, that one day story.
Oh yeah, I had a client who was kind of a friend of mine. We were friendly, and he said to me, I'm selling my house. I need you to come in. And I said, okay. We talked about that fees. He's like, oh, okay. I went in the house. I told him all the things he needed to do. And joking around, he says, not only do I have to pay for your fee, but I have to do all this work. And I said, hey, John, you don't have to do anything. Leave it the way it is and hope for the best. But he was smart enough to do everything that I told him to do. He calls me up a few weeks later after he gets it all done. And he says, Carmela, I'm going to bow down to you. And I said, why? He says, I sold the house one day, first customer that walked through the door. I said,
there you have it. Well, that's Abella. That's Carmela Abella from Abella Home Staging and Redesign. You guys, if you don't need the services and you know people, talk about Abella, because Abella Home Staging and Redesign, they're the bomb. I've used her. She's great at color consultation. She helped me pick out bedroom colors and things like that. Outstanding, really good at taking things that you have and making recommendations to put paint on it or things to save it and freshen up. So give my girl here, Bella, a call. I'll put the information down in the box so that you guys can reach out. And in the meantime, I'll see you soon. Bella, always a pleasure, girl.
Always a pleasure. Mwah. Love you, darling.
Love you too, doll.
Bye.
Bye.